तो ये दूसरे जो विवान हैं वो 2-3 साल के लिए श्रीराम सर को मैसेज किए जा रहे थे एंड श्रीराम सर थॉट इट्स मी। जो असली विवान चाहे उसको बुलाओ। दैट्स हाउ आई गॉट द रोल।
You know, I wrote in my review कि विवान has proved that he is the son of Nasiruddin Shah.
जब एक्टर के धक्के मुक्के खाने पड़ते हैं जो इंडस्ट्री में होते हैं, राइट?
अच्छा, नसीर साहब ने देखी फिल्म?
अरे इमेजिन माय फादर सीइंग धर्मजी हु इज वन ऑफ हिज, ही इज लाइक हिज स्क्रीन आइडल।
जब नसीर साहब का बेटा जब होता है तो वो एक कहीं ना कहीं एक प्रेशर एक अलग लेवल का रहता है कि
अगर मैं बॉडी स्कूल में बोलता अपने दोस्त लोग से कि मेरे को बड़े होकर एक्टर बनना है, आई वुड बी वेरी मैं जुदा हो जाता सबसे। और भी पढ़ाई कर रहा होता तो कई लोग मेरे को आके मजाक उड़ाते थे कि अरे यार तू तो पढ़ाई क्यों कर रहा है, तू तो बड़े होकर एक्टर ही बनेगा। मैं बहुत बुरा लगता था, मैं बोलता नहीं मैं बड़े होकर इंजीनियर बनूंगा, एक्टर नहीं बनूंगा। ऑलमोस्ट आर्टिस्टिक नेपोटिज्म इन अ सेंस, कला के रूप में नेपोटिज्म। वो टाइम पे फराह मैम आई, टेल मी something, Vivan, are you a good dancer? I lied outright. I said, yeah ma'am, I'm a great dancer. She's like, oh shit yaar, we needed a bad dancer. So I was like, yeah, I'm that also. वो भी हूँ मैं। But yaar, then she showed my audition to Shahrukh sir, and he liked. So this is artistic nepotism, guys. I'm sorry, I'm saying all these stories. अपने पेरेंट्स का बेटा नहीं होता, फिर वो पहाड़ और ऊंचा होता। They would not know I exist. I would not be on the database. I would not be called for that audition. Because जो एक outsider की जिंदगी में बीतती होगी, वो मैं कभी नहीं समझ पाऊंगा। I'll never be able to understand their pain, their hardships. I can empathize.
विवान, मैंने इस साल एक फिल्म देखी, फिल्म का नाम 21। मुझे लगा इट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फिल्म आई हैव सीन एंड द मोस्ट सेंसिबल वॉर फिल्म। देन आई गॉट टू नो कि आपके साथ इंटरव्यू कर सकते हैं एंड आई टेक्स्टेड यू एंड यू तुरंत you
Pleasure and my honor. Thank you for
lovely talking
your
to you.
such kind words about 21 yaar. Really means the world to me, Amit bhai. It's really, I can't tell you how touched I am by your thoughts about the film. Really.
And you know, I wrote in my review कि विवान has proved that he is the son of Nasiruddin Shah.
Thank you.
मल्लू the character.
Captain Vijender Malhotra.
Yes, कैप्टन विजेंद्र मल्होत्रा। जब ऑफर हुआ आपको,
जी,
ठीक है। अच्छा, एक मुझे लगता है ना कि व्हाट आई फील ना कि कई बार कुछ एक्टर्स को लगता है कि यार लीड रोल होगा हम तभी प्ले करेंगे, या फिर उसकी लेंथ जितनी होगी हम तभी प्ले करेंगे। बट आई थिंक आज जमाना ये है कि इवन इफ यू आर डूइंग अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल जिसका ड्यूरेशन कम है, यू कैन लीव एन इम्पैक्ट लाइक यू लेफ्ट इन 21। सो व्हेन इट वाज ऑफर्ड टू यू, what were the thoughts? क्या था दिमाग
I was
में?
extraordinarily grateful. Because of the way I look, I have a slightly boyish appearance. I don't usually get considered for these kinds of roles. And let me tell you, the way that this role happened is a hilarious story. अब यकीन ही नहीं करो. So there was an other Vivan who lives abroad with a different surname who had been messaging Sriram sir for 2-3 years. I think for asking for a role. Generally जैसे होता है ना, actors message directors, how are you sir, ये वो फलाना ढिमकाना, please consider me for a role, ये सब। तो मैं काफी शर्माता हूँ ऐसी चीजों करने में। मैं I've never done that, and actually I've done that maybe once when एक बहुत ही मुश्किल दौर चल रहा था, but I generally refrained from doing such things. And even when I did do that, I did it in a very gentle way, that I just said, please consider me if I'd love to come and try out for any roles that if you think I'd be right. For ऐसे मैंने I framed it. But of course there are certain actors who go after directors. थोड़ा सा they request a meeting and they message them incessantly. Sometimes to the directors are getting bugged also by it. तो ये दूसरे जो विवान हैं वो 2-3 साल के लिए श्रीराम सर को मैसेज किए जा रहे थे and Sriram sir thought it's me. For 3 years or 2 years on WhatsApp, he's been conducting a correspondence with an other Vivan, thinking it's me. And he must be thinking that I am like a bit of a pest who's constantly bugging him, messaging. And so I was like, damn, yeah. This thing, finally what happened was he realized that it's not me. So then he told his people, "Jo asli Vivan chahe usko bulao." That's how I got the role. Because I proved myself then. I worked hard at the character. I put on a military jacket.
Yes.
Because also the thing is, I lack what was known of as an OLQ, officer-like quality. Because I look very young. I look very boyish. I don't have that conventional, traditional sort of dynamism of that conventional sense of masculinity also. There's something very boyish about me. And I had to prove myself, and I did. And earned their acceptance for this role, and it was the greatest thing ever. Yeah, for me to be a part of this project was one of the greatest blessings. It was like ऊपर वाले की देन है, you know. It really felt like that. But what a crazy story, ना? Coincidence, like मतलब आप देखो,
मतलब
universe works in mysterious ways, as they say.
सीरियसली। अच्छा, नसीर साहब ने देखी फिल्म,
अरे
क्या बोले?
बहुत अच्छी लगी उनको,
लगी
बहुत
उनको?
बहुत अच्छी लगी.
हम्म.
He was very moved by it. He really loved Agastya's performance, and he also really liked my performance. And what really touched him was Dharamji's performance. Because, you know, for him, Dharamji is
हम
a
सबके लिए
teeny, but you know, but for him especially, because you see, we are still the younger generation. My father was born in 1950 or 1949. वो time पे ठीक से registration date of birth आगे पीछे हो जाता था. So he was born in 49-50. Dharamji's career started in, I think, 62, in the early 60s. My father was a teenager when he saw Dharamji's films in the single screens of Mussoorie, Nainital, Ajmer. Films like Phool or Patthar, where the first time any Bollywood hero bared his upper torso. The first time a hero took off his shirt was Phool or Patthar. Hakikat. So many films. इसमें हकीकत का DNA काफी है ना 21 में है ना. हाँ, थोड़ा सा. So this thing, you know, so imagine my father seeing Dharamji, who is one of his, he's like his screen idol. He's seeing Dharamji deliver such a powerful performance, such an emotionally powerful performance, and also saying something which my father feels so strongly. What Dharamji is saying at the end, he's exactly echoing my father's sentiments.
Yes.
So imagine like it's like my father is watching his screen hero speak up for him, and for all of us, for our country. Yeah.
अच्छा, आपके लिए you all know नसीर साहब is an institution. मतलब वो, I mean, उनको आप एक अलग लेवल पे देखते हैं. जब नसीर साहब का बेटा जब होता है तो एक कहीं ना कहीं एक प्रेशर एक अलग लेवल का रहता है कि यार मतलब वो आदमी जिसको लोग एक इंस्टीट्यूशन से भी ऊपर समझते हैं कि यार मतलब अगर एक्टिंग है तो ये है. मतलब मैं कई बार ना कि अगर कोई एक्टर से बात होती है कि अच्छा मुझे नसीर साहब ने फोन किया और मेरी तारीफ की तो देवर लाइक कि ऑस्कर मिल गया हमको. आपके लिए ये चीज कितनी मुश्किल होती है कि यू नो क्या प्रेशर रहता है या वो क्या फीडबैक देते हैं?
वो बहुत हमेशा सिखाते हैं, क्योंकि यू नो आई एम ऑल्सो हिज स्टूडेंट. सो जैसे बचपन से मैं उनके साथ थिएटर करते गया हूँ. And when he also conducts acting workshops with the theatre company Motley. By the way, we are in the office of Motley, of my father's, and this is where our manager Jairaj ji sits, who also handles our theatre company. And this is a very like sacred space for us. You know, it's where all the work starts from. And so theatre में जब हम काम करते हैं, तो there's a one-on-one on-field learning, and in the workshops, he basically really teaches the actors about the nuts and bolts of acting.
Yes.
How to approach the craft. And some of the, I think, the primary tools of which the imagination, how to utilize the imagination, how to utilize one's observation, and various things of that sort. So that's the learning that happens. Of course, there's an artistic collaboration. We're constantly jamming on ideas together. We're constantly reading things together. We're constantly watching old films together. There's a constant sense of an artistic partnership, that of a kindred spirit. जहाँ तक pressure की बात है, you know what? I've actually never felt that pressure in a negative way. I've always taken it in a very positive way, because it motivates me to work harder, to push harder, and और मेहनत करने के लिए, and to make him proud, to make my family proud. I've always taken that pressure in a way that it makes me work much harder than I ordinarily might have. And you know, I suppose the only time where that pressure kind of rears itself is where जब एक्टर के धक्के मुक्के खाने पड़ते हैं जो इंडस्ट्री में होते हैं, राइट? तो सबको खाने पड़ते. और कई कबार इफ यू आर नॉट नेसेसरली कोट अनकोट सक्सेसफुल एक्टर और बिग स्टार ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट, कभी कभार धक्के मुक्के खाने पड़ते हैं, और तब शायद थोड़ा सा बुरा लगता है कि because in a way I'm kind of representing them. I know that's not a good way to look at it. But that's sometimes how I do feel that internally. That's when I feel the pressure a little bit. That I'm sort of, in a sense, carrying that a little bit on my shoulders, but I've never felt the weight of that on my shoulders. I've only felt the weight of that on my shoulders जब धक्के मुक्के खाने पड़ते हैं industry के. And that's when the only time I feel bad, because but you know, वो गलत सोच है. I shouldn't think like that. I should try and be my own individual and not, you know, and it's okay. Like if धक्के मुक्के खाने पड़ते हैं, I should dhakke mukke khao as myself, not as their son. So that is where maybe little bit I feel that sense of ki, I'm not saying this that I should get some special treatment or I should be treated as if I'm someone special or something like that. I should be treated like I'm everyone else and I should dhakke mukke khane chahiye mujhe. Lekin I'm just sharing something very personal with you that that's the only time I feel a little bad when, you know, with that pressure that you're talking about, that's when it rears itself on me. Yeah.
अच्छा, when you first thought जी कि क्योंकि actors family and actors भी सब दिग्गज, छोटे मोटे नहीं कि मतलब सब कि मतलब जिनको लोग देख के शायद सोचते हैं कि हाँ हम एक्टर बनेंगे. When you first thought कि एक्टिंग ही करनी है, कुछ और करना है?
मुझे एक्टर कभी नहीं बनना था.
Why?
Because it was expected of me, and also at that time na Amit bhai, really we're living in a very different time nowadays. Nowadays I was just joking that पहले तो लोग बोलते थे बेटा एक्टर मत बनो, इंजीनियर बनो. आजकल के पेरेंट्स शायद बच्चे को बोलते हो कि इंजीनियर मत बनो, एक्टर बनो,
इन्फ्लुएंसर,
कंटेंट क्रिएटर, गाना गाओ, या यू नो कुछ भी करो, म्यूजिशियन बनो, follow your dream बेटा, कुछ भी जो भी whatever you feel like doing, don't because academics also seems to be taking a back seat na आज की तारीख में. I don't know, I'm maybe speaking from a place of ignorance.
You're very much right. It's happening.
I mean, I am very against the fact that they have incorporated the computer and the mobile phone in education. I'm vehemently against it. Education should be tactile. The kids should not see the screen.
Yes.
छोटे उम्र पे लोगों को, बच्चों को चश्मे लग रहे हैं.
बहुत छोटे.
I feel very bad about this. Why? Because you really need to deal with books and with real organic objects, not with the digitalization of education is something I am vehemently against, and I have very strong feelings about this, and it really breaks my heart that kids are having to spend time on their laptop and their iPad and, you know, falana dhimkana, all these things. They should engage with real life objects. They should deal with tables, chairs, things, you know, they should,
जैसा हम लोग
ने किया. Exactly. And I'm not being nostalgic, I'm talking about what is healthy for a human being's development, you know. So हमारे time में ना, it was a very academic environment, it was a very academic culture, and to want to follow a career or a profession in the creative fields was considered to be something very off the beaten track. It was also considered कि you'll also be a non-conformist. आप समाज से जुदा हो जाओगे. अगर आप बोलोगे, अगर मैं बॉडी स्कूल में बोलता अपने दोस्त लोग से कि मेरे को बड़े होकर एक्टर बनना है, I would be very like, मैं जुदा हो जाता सबसे. I would be a very different person. They look at me as if I'm not one of them. And at that age you want to conform.
Right.
You just want to be like everyone else. You just want to be like everyone else. You want to conform. You want to be a part of the herd almost. And so I was very nervous of ever expressing the desire to go into any creative fields. I remember vividly once, you know, when you have to select your subjects, you narrow it down for 11th stream for 11th and 12th, 10th ke baad na. So I remember we selecting, you have humanities, commerce, accounts, and sciences. So I'll never forget. Yeah, it's very indicative, and the reason I'm saying this story is to give you, the audience, also a sense of the time period. I'm talking about 2005-06. And this one senior came and told me, यार इसमें इतनी बड़ी बात क्या है यार इस फैसले में? ये decision बहुत simple है. If your parents are doctors, you take science. If your parents are business, you take commerce, accounts. Humanities में 4 जन थे. अपने में से एक में 5 जन थे humanities में 100 लोगों में से. So to be an actor or to follow any path in the creative fields was something that was considered completely off the beaten track and not something which is practical and doable. Now, what happened was, and also on another personal level, what used to happen to me was, जब मैं ICSE या ISC के लिए पढ़ाई कर रहा होता तो कई लोग मेरे को आके मजाक उड़ाते थे कि अरे यार तू तो पढ़ाई क्यों कर रहा है, तू तो बड़े होकर एक्टर ही बनेगा.
एक्टर ही बनेगा.
मैं बहुत बुरा लगता था. मैं बोलता नहीं, मैं बड़े होकर इंजीनियर बनूंगा, एक्टर नहीं बनूंगा. Now, at the age of 19, I was a very lost soul at that time. College में, second year of college, I did not know what I wanted to do. मैं भटक रहा था. I was also not focused. I was very distracted. I was not even involved in the college activities. Like, you know, attendance ka jaise, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I was a bit of a slacker, you could say, at that age, because I was also figuring out I had just come out of boarding school for 6 years, so I was kind of decompressing from that entire experience also. And I vividly remember at the age of 19, there was this play which we were doing in Prithvi, and after the play, Vishalji met me and he said that I want you to audition for a role which goes from 17 to 45. And I was such a fan of Vishalji's. मकबूल का बहुत गहरा प्रभाव पड़ा था मेरी
लोगों पे पड़ा है.
I
have heard it from many people.
And Maqbool really hit them very hard. Omkara, I vividly remember watching in Gaiety Galaxy on its when it opened, and you know you couldn't hear the dialogues. लोग इतनी जोर से चीख चिल्ला रहे थे. हाँ, तो then after that 2009 में I had also recently watched Kamine, and watching Kamine in the audience in the theaters was a special experience. So imagine यार ये सब के बाद अगर विशाल जी ये बोल रहे हैं तो चाहे जितना भी मैंने तगड़ा जिद पकड़ के बैठा हूँ कि मैं एक्टर नहीं बनूंगा, when Vishal ji said that I want you to audition for this. I was like, yeah, I would give an arm and a leg to work with Vishal ji. So I nailed the audition. I this thing chai, cheers.
Cheers. हम ये वाला
Cheers.
cheers करते हैं.
Cheers. So this thing, I auditioned for it and I nailed the audition and I got the role. And you know, half of my mind almost was ki I'll do this film, but then I'll go back and continue my academics. I'll finish that off, which I did do. But there was half of mine saying that no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to become an actor. I'm just doing this film. I'm just doing this film for Vishalji. That's it.
Okay.
But I don't want to be an actor. You know, believe it or not, I vividly remember this one time I was sitting on set of Satkoon Maaf in Coorg, and all the construction work is happening. People are, the chisels and the hammers and the saws are out. They're building a church. Hundreds of people are all at work, and I'm just sitting around in my costume and just waiting. I'm just looking at this, and literally, Amit bhai, it was like an epiphany. जिसे कहते हैं ना, where I just told myself, look at the amount of work people are putting into this film. Look at how important cinema is as a medium to our society. इस समाज के लिए इतना बड़ा कला का रूप है, art form है. It's such an important art form for our society. That I said to myself, look, be grateful for where you are. Just keep quiet and be an actor. And since then, I've been an actor. Literally, it's like that. I should said you should be grateful for what you've got, this opportunity that life has thrown your way. You must make the most of it, and you must also realize that this is you're blessed to be in this position, in this profession, this field which is so important. Cinema is like cricket, na, for our country. It's a religion almost. It's a very important part of our society. And the fact that Upar Wale ke dua se I was able to be a part of this, I just told myself to make the most of it. And since then, I've been a full-time actor.
But उस वक्त आप प्ले कर रहे थे.
हाँ.
But how come
See, that's what play, वो अलग बात है ना. Play is different. I never wanted to be an actor professionally.
अच्छा, you just said कि कॉलेज में करना है तो
कॉलेज में नहीं, अपने कॉलेज में भी इतना थिएटर नहीं करता था मैं. डिबेटिंग करता था कॉलेज में. मैं नाटकों में इतना हिस्सा नहीं लेता था कॉलेज में. फर्स्ट ईयर जब मैं डीयू में था उसमें एक दो प्लेस किए थे, लेकिन जय हिंद आई डिड फर्स्ट ईयर इन डीयू, दैट को ट्रांसफर फिनिश्ड इन बॉम्बे, एंड बॉम्बे में आई वाजंट इन्वॉल्वड इन द थिएटर सीन इन कॉलेज. मैं मॉटली की बात कर रहा हूँ, हमारे थिएटर ग्रुप जो मैं बचपन से कर रहा हूँ. दैट इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक कि अगर इफ लाइक एन एक्टर इज नॉट अवेलेबल, विवान चला जाना. नॉट ओनली लाइक दैट, आल्सो लाइक फन, बट दैट वाज वेरी डिफरेंट. दैट वाज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक that doesn't count in terms of a profession. You know what I mean?
Got your point.
So that's the thing. So I was doing plays, but I was not, and that's what I knew I would do. Even if I became, see, I'll tell you something. If I would not have become an actor, I would have been one of two things. I would have either been a novelist, which I am, but you can't make a living as a novelist. So then I probably might have been a historian, because that also I am. I'm an amateur film historian. And I write essays and all about film history and all. And so I would have definitely pursued a career in a sort of more academic, with a more academic bent. That would have been my trajectory if that Vishalji opportunity would have not come knocking my way. So yeah, it's interesting.
आपने विशाल जी से पूछा कि why me?
He said, you know what he told me? He said he said that this role goes from 17 to 45. You know, UTV wants me to take a sort of established actor, and I don't necessarily want to take an established actor. I want someone who is who's different. And also he said that it goes from 17 to 45. It will be very challenging for any of the young established actors maybe to do. I'm not saying that, I mean, like, I can do aisa nahi hai, but he was trying to say ki, so basically what his point was, he said it in a very sweet way. He said, I don't know who can play this role. You are your father's son. That is why I think you probably have the acting chops by which you can do this role. So it's a kind of like almost artistic nepotism in a sense, like, kala ke roop mein nepotism. He's saying that maybe because you're your dad's son, you might have some acting chops by which you'll be able to show that transition from 70 to 45. He said if your dad was a young man, he was the only one who could have pulled this role off. That's why I'm asking you to do. I mean, I don't deserve that compliment. It's too much of a compliment, but he had that faith in me, and I had to prove it to him with auditions and also with my work and but it was a beautiful process. But yeah, literally that's what why me वाला सवाल जो था ना, उनने ही खुद मुझे बताया.
I think नसीर साहब का स्टेचर जो है, वही I said ना कि वो इतना बड़ा है.
जी.
एक बार आई नेवर मेट हिम
अच्छा।
बाई चांस, मतलब वो मीडिया से शायद बहुत बहुत रेयर मिलते हैं। पीछे 1-2 साल पहले की बात है कि ही वाज डूइंग सम इंटरव्यूज, सो ही सिलेक्टेड 5 to 7 जर्नलिस्ट कि 5-7 लोग हैं, उनका काम उन्होंने पहले देखा कि उसके बाद मतलब इफ ही इज डूइंग इंटरव्यू इज अ बिग थिंग, ठीक है। तो फिर मैंने जितने जर्नलिस्ट ने उनका इंटरव्यू किया था, आई सॉ देयर प्रोफाइल कि यार मतलब व्हाई मैंने क्यों नहीं किया, एंड
इनको क्यों करने को
आई
मिल रहा है?
फेल्ट दैट कि
But sir, that's
they were
because
better,
they were better.
मतलब आई फेल्ट दैट टाइम,
अच्छा,
मैं 2-2.5 साल पहले
जी,
की
जी,
बात
जी,
कर रहा हूँ
जी,
कि नहीं, हाँ
Okay.
उन्होंने कुछ ऐसा काम किया है जो सर्टेनली शायद हमने नहीं किया होगा। आई
Okay.
थॉट कि नहीं,
Okay.
अभी थोड़ा और काम करना पड़ेगा वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए। सो मैं वही बात कर रहा हूँ कि जो स्टेचर है वो इतना बड़ा है कि वो सोचते हैं कि अच्छा भाई नसीर साहब का बेटा, तो इसको एक्टिंग तो मतलब जैसा उन्होंने सोचा आती ही आती होगी। अच्छा, देन हाउ हैप्पी न्यू ईयर हैपेंड,
Happy
उसमें
New
शायद
Year,
गैप भी था।
उसमें गैप था। उसके
हम्म,
बाद क्या हुआ? So then after Saath Khoon Maaf,
हम्म,
I was trying very hard to get a film which me and my very dear friend, beautiful script which he had written and spent many years writing, and संक्षेप में बताऊंगा कि it's a film about the underworld,
हम्म,
and which I was supposed to play a भाई,
हम्म,
and I really know that dialect very well. That बम्बैया जो भाईगिरी का dialect है ना, हमारे मोहल्ले की भाषा है वो,
मोहल्ले की, राइट।
literally. So I've grown up speaking that dialect. You know, if I have to play a Delhi wala or a Punjabi, I would not be able to nail it. But if I have to play a Bombaya, I will be able to nail it. And you know, everyone was telling me at that time, Vivan, why are you trying to play this gangster role? Is some childish fantasy of yours to play a gangster? I said, no, it's not about playing a gangster. It's about the dialect. It's like I can portray this character authentically in terms of the dialect because I've grown up with these kinds of characters. So, and a lot of people were against it. Yeah, सब मुझे discourage कर रहे थे वो करने से. My family was also not on. They were like, don't, you know, everyone was saying that don't do this. So I was मैं लगा पड़ा था यार to get that project off the ground. We shot 60% of it, believe it or not. अभी तक IMDb पे लिखा है filming, और 15 साल 10 साल पहले की बात है. Anyways, but it was a very dream project kind of thing, which never materialized. And so that is what I was working on in the interim from 2011 till 2013 when I got Happy New Year. That was the gap, and I also did theatre at the time. And so I got the call for the audition for Happy New Year, and I went saying ki I was told what the project was, and I did not realize that I hadn't realized. You know, I actually thought they were like kind of bullshitting me a little bit. I didn't. They said that it's a movie with Farah Khan and Shah Rukh sir and all these guys, Bhavan sir, Abhishek Bachchan, and I thought no, this is not possible. I thought it's a prank. I know, but I still went and did the audition because I was like, I'm still going to do the audition, but I thought कि this is not a legit thing. This is not like genuine. ये कुछ maybe fake audition भी शायद है. But then I was called to the Red Chili's office. I was like, अरे बाप रे, ये तो असली चीज है. हाँ, उसके बाद second time जब बुलाया audition के लिए, वो टाइम पे फरा मैम आई और उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि we like your audition very much and you almost got the role, just do it again but don't screw it up. Literally for the audition, don't mess it up. You got the role if you don't mess it up. So I did the audition, I didn't mess it up, and I got the role. And the best, the funniest thing is she tells me after that, tell me something, Vivan, are you a good dancer? I lied outright. I said, yeah ma'am, I'm a great dancer. She's like, oh shit yaar, we needed a bad dancer. So I was like, yeah, I'm that also. वो भी हूँ मैं.
So that's how that
happened, yeah. Crazy. And then she showed my audition to Shah Rukh sir, and he liked it. He was abroad shooting somewhere. She sent it on, I don't know what digital medium she sent it, and he saw it, and again he was very kind, like saying that acting is in his genes. So this is artistic nepotism, guys. I'm sorry I'm saying all these stories, but this is other people, they're so they have so much respect for my father that they think that those acting abilities have passed on to me also, which I'm very flattered by, and I just hope I can make both Shah Rukh sir and Vishal ji proud with the faith that they put in on me, and the sort of belief that they had in me, and the fact that they thought that I know acting.
But I think critical acclaim तो आपको बहुत मिला
जी,
मतलब
by God's grace.
जितनी भी आपकी फिल्मोग्राफी रही है, I mean, कहीं पे भी ये नहीं लिखा होगा कि विवान हैज एक्टेड बैडली या विवान ने खराब एक्टिंग किया, विवान ने खराब काम किया.
हुई थी, but वो मेरी गलती थी because I was trying a very loud, over the top, almost like a crazy physical comedy performance, and I didn't have the craft to nail it. I was very I won't name the film,
Hmm.
but in that I did get the reviewers did rightly criticize me,
Hmm.
and I really like that. Yeah, I like being criticized because तभी तो सीखते हैं.
तभी सीखते हैं, absolutely.
Exactly.
But most of it
Most
is
of it.
like you have got praises only कि
Thanks,
भाई
यार. I'm grateful.
एक्टिंग अच्छी की है,
I'm
चाहे
grateful for that.
रोल कितना भी बड़ा रहा हो
जी.
या फिल्म कैसी भी रही हो, बट यू हैव ऑलवेज गॉट प्रेजेस.
जी.
तो इसमें कहीं ना कहीं जीन्स का काम तो है. आप मानो या
That's
ना
what I'm saying. No, that's why I hope that the viewers don't get upset at this because I'll tell you something. देखिए, nepotism जो है ना, मेरा मानना है इस पे कि we must not get defensive about it. We must accept it. Yes, we are advantaged. And the fact is, I'll tell you where the advantage comes. They know that we exist. Vishal ji and Farah ma'am and Shahrukh sir know that I exist. अगर मैं अपने पेरेंट्स का बेटा नहीं होता, फिर वो पहाड़ और ऊंचा होता. They would not know I exist. I would not be on the database. I would not be called for that audition. So that is why my heart goes out to outsiders who have a far tougher route than I do. And I'm very aware of my privileges and my advantages, and I try to be conscious of them, and I try to conduct myself and go about my life accordingly. And really, that's the thing, is that they know we exist, and hence it makes it easier for us. And we must never get defensive when we are reminded of nepotism. We must accept it, because जो एक outsider की जिंदगी में बीतती होगी, वो मैं कभी नहीं समझ पाऊंगा.
Absolutely.
I'll never be able to understand their pain, their hardships. I can empathize.
नहीं, नेचुरली, लेकिन बट ठीक है, बीइंग एन इनसाइडर आपको काम मिल जाता है, बट अगर काम अच्छा नहीं होगा, हाँ, पीपल वोंट कंसीडर ना जी. ये भी फैक्ट है ना कि आपको मौका तो मिल जाएगा जी, बट आगे सस्टेन तो आप अपने काम के दम
पे ही कर पाओ.
क्योंकि बहुत बड़े बड़े हमने ऐसे लोग भी देखे हैं जो वन फिल्म वंडर भी रहे
जी,
या एक दो फिल्मों के बाद नहीं वो सस्टेन कर पाए, लोगों ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया. अच्छा, उसके बाद और अब तक हाउ यू सी स्ट्रगल चल ही रहा?
नहीं, उसके बाद और अब तक एक्चुअली क्या है ना कि आई हैव बीन वर्किंग कंसिस्टेंटली इन द after Happy New Year, Bombay Velvet came out in 2015. So you could say that after 10 years, 2015 to now 2026 beginning, this is the first really big release since Bombay Velvet. Not counting Suitable Boy because that's OTT. But in the interim, in those 10 years, I've been working consistently, but they're all on a more modest scale. They are smaller projects. Oftentimes smaller web series, one of which you mentioned also before we spoke.
Doctors.
Yeah, Doctors. And they're not as widely seen as projects like this. Now, the thing is ki, and I've had consistent employment. I've had 1 or 2 years where I didn't have work, and theatre and writing books kept me going. And that's another message I'd like to give to the viewers, that whenever you need to find an art form which is doable, something which occupies your mind and your soul when you go back home, which you're not dependent on anybody else for. Because as an actor, I'm dependent on the mobile phone to ring.
Yes.
अगर वो नहीं बजेगा तो फिर मेरे पास काम नहीं होगा. I cannot create my own work as an actor, but as a writer and as a theatre person, I can. So that is what kept me going through the hardships, through the fallow period, as it were. And really, you know what? So the 10 years, I have been working consistently. I've had consistent employment by God's grace. But because they're not as big as Happy New Year and Saat Khun Maaf and Ikkis and Bombay Velvet, people do think that, sometimes people think that I've disappeared. I've not disappeared. I've been working consistently, but obviously every project can't be a Happy New Year or a Ikkis.
Right. एक चीज 21 के बारे में जी, इट्स अ फिल्म क्लोज टू माय हार्ट.
Yes.
जब आप ये देखते हो, बिकॉज आई वॉच द फिल्म, आई सेड कि मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, बहुत लोगों को बहुत अच्छी लगी, ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे ही अच्छी लगी. व्हेन आई सॉ सम बेकार की नेगेटिविटी, ठीक है, आई गॉट एंग्री. आई मेड अ वीडियो कि प्लीज गो एंड वॉच दिस फिल्म, डोंट लिसन टू एनीवन. क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ बहुत कुछ ऐसा है कि अगर मेरे एजेंडा में फिल्म फिट नहीं बैठती तो वो खराब है. पीपल डोंट टॉक अबाउट द क्राफ्ट, वो बस ये कहेंगे कि नहीं भाई खराब है. व्हेन यू सी दिस एज एन एक्टर, यू हैव वर्कड ऑन दैट. अगर खराब फिल्म है तो एक्टर को भी पता है वो खराब फिल्म है ना. यू नो कि आपने खराब काम किया था. मैंने खराब इंटरव्यू किया, मुझे पता है यार आज अच्छा नहीं हुआ. एंड कोहली भी 0 पे आउट होता है, तेंदुलकर भी हुआ करते.
बिल्कुल.
सो व्हेन यू सी दिस हैपनिंग अराउंड अ गुड फिल्म, how you feel and how you know, what are your thoughts on this?
You see, one must never respond to trolls, because you see, one mustn't deprive them of their richly deserved anonymity.
Well said.
Really, to respond to them is to empower them. And so they deserve our ignorance, because they're trolls. And one mustn't take their opinion seriously.
एब्सोल्युटली। अच्छा, धर्मपाजी से आपकी मुलाकात हुई, क्योंकि सीन्स तो नहीं है आपके?
सीन्स नहीं
हाँ।
थे इसमें तो they weren't they this thing their our timelines almost were different in the film, but मेरी मुलाकात, I unfortunately didn't get to meet him on 21, but I met him in the late 90s as a kid.
अच्छा,
Yeah, on a film set which I forget the name of, but Baba, actually the first film he did with Dharamji was Ghulami. With JP Datta, very interesting film. You should check it out. It's a very cool film. Like almost like,
चक्रवर्ती वाले?
yes, it was almost like a western set in Rajasthan, and it's almost like a
जहाली मस्ती मुकम्बर
जी,
अंजिश,
जी, जी.
that song?
बिल्कुल,
अरे,
बिल्कुल.
that's-
Ghulami is, and also interestingly enough, Dharamji was the first Bollywood hero to remove his shirt. My dad was the second in Jalwa. And in fact, I was seeing some photos of Ghulami, and Ghulami, maybe there's a poster where my dad is shirtless with his full muscles, and they had a very, very interesting relationship and friendship and a lot of mutual love. And so I unfortunately didn't get to work with Dharamji, but I met him as a kid in the late 90s, and that was a dream come true.
How was it with Agastya?
अरे,
मैंने देखा, because
He's a
again,
sweetheart. I love
he
Agastya.
performed brilliantly.
Brilliantly.
जो उन्होंने 21 साल के लड़के का, and I think every actor, even Jaideep Ahlawat,
Yeah.
his silence speaks. जो धर्मजी और जयदीप के सीन्स हैं साथ में, ब्रिलियंट।
Yeah.
तो अगस्त्या के साथ कैसा एक्सपीरियंस?
I really love Agastya. He is a dear, dear friend of mine. वो मेरे दिल के बहुत ही करीब है. And he's someone who really, like I said earlier, I had gone through maybe a tough time in my profession prior to 21. And Agastya sensed that. And he gave me a lot of, I would say, brotherhood and comfort. And he understood that. And that's what, and he would constantly keep kind of propping up my self-esteem and making me feel good about myself, which is such a beautiful thing. That's the greatest gift a friend or a co-actor can give to each other. Everywhere we'd go on promotions, he'd pull me in and say, guys, Vivan, and his Mamu used to do the same thing on Happy New Year. Shah Rukh sir used to do the same thing. They would share the love that the public and the audience has for them with me, which is, I don't have words to describe how grateful I am. And I also thoroughly enjoyed working with him as a co-actor because we have very different processes. I come from the theatre where we like to prepare, and then premeditate our performances and then execute them on camera. Agastya is someone who is open to the throbbing moment that passes him by. He is someone who does his preparation and does his due diligence. But he keeps almost one eye open for the throbbing reality of the passing moment and to surrender to that. And it's almost like literally, it's like the difference between putting the performance being something which is the product of your will versus the product of God's will. And I mean God in the symbolic sense. Reality. Whatever happens. Like my father has a lovely imagination exercise where you have to imagine something. Like imagine a cup of tea, I'm drinking that. But then you can't imagine ki, wo gir gaya pant pe. Because then you're premeditating that. You're not, if it actually happens, you might spill a drip then. So, in a sense, Agastya was, in a sense, fulfilling some of my dad's acting theories by his theory, by his philosophy of acting. This whole business, because me picking up the glass and dropping it like that would be my will. I'm purposely doing that. But me picking up the glass and while having a sip, a drop fell on my shirt, that would be God's will. So there's a difference between keeping yourself open to reality and life versus your own will, what you're trying to impose upon the work.
Great. Please tell him that he has performed brilliantly well.
He has.
और मेरी कभी बात हुई नहीं उनसे, मिला नहीं कभी, तो please pass on the compliment that I loved him.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much.
Thank you.
और interviews हैं और I want कि you do more interviews ताकि 21 जैसी फिल्म लोगों तक पहुंचे.
Thank you.
पहुंचना बहुत जरूरी है. Guys, it's a brilliant film. You should watch it. मतलब आपको देख के disappointment नहीं होगा.
Means a lot. Yeah.
Wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much.
And see you soon.
See you soon. See you soon. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks.